Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Mm. Test, test. I think now it should work. Hello. Okay, I changed the mic. It's so much better. So much better. I thought, hello everyone. I'm gonna start the Pomodoro in 2 minutes. Today is Saturday, and join me on this Pomodoro if you want. I'll do just one 55-minute session and I'll go and talk to you in 55 minutes. Let me share the screen. Let me know how you're doing. How is Saturday looking like? Here's a timer. And usually I'm muting myself to for you guys to not hear the background music or like the background sounds or whatever. And I'm gonna come back when the timer is up. I still don't know. Let me go back to my notes of yesterday. I have a few articles that I wanted to read, and I might be writing a little. It's interesting because I don't really... I don't have a specific big plan on a specific goal to learn something, which I think I should have had, or I don't know. But since I'm taking tomorrow off from the live stream, I really want to come with a specific plan for the second half of the month, since I'm going to live stream every day. So, and a lot of this is being affected by my personal goals in a way, not really work related. And most of this is to keep myself accountable to do a specific set of things daily. And I am thinking of ways how to include other stuff, but I need to explore a little more. Oh, wow. You're reading a book about that, is cryptography. That's great. Yeah, I used to love getting into cryptography. I might rethink that now that you mentioned this is a sign. I have a very small playbook on cryptography that starts from scratch to build up the foundation, and it has a very good set of assignments by the end of each chapter, so you can really build up knowledge when you go through it. Definitely I had to even stop in the first chapter and then go back, learn math and some specific things, and then come back and reapply those. But I have it somewhere in my files. That's interesting. Let me look. That's nice that you have been learning ZK. I even had access to rare skills course because I joined the course, let me think, last year if I remember right. And I also have all of the material from their team. My only challenge was that at the time when I was learning ZK, I didn't know I felt like it would take a long time for me to learn something that I would apply it in my job. And then, yes, I could have added more, I could have done only like DevRel stuff, like writing technical content on ZK related pieces. Which I started doing it, and then the reason why I got into TEs is that I was attending a pop-up city, and that's where I was encouraged to pitch any idea that I would want to build by myself, like kind of become a founder or something. And I started exploring a lot of creator economy ideas and whatnot. I didn't went through TEs basically, not on a technical perspective, kind of how to apply it, but I was just looking for solutions. How can I create a platform where big brands in like any other social platform can use to launch different campaigns on chain for their Web3 audience, so they can benefit from that as well. They can add it as another channel for an audience that could come just like out of nowhere if they like their vibe. Because in communities in Web2, there's the traditional way of building a community. It's something that Web3 uses all the time. But in Web3, the core value is not the actual community sometimes, most of the time, but the core value is like the incentives, material incentives that people would get out of being part of a specific community. Versus in Web2, it's, I really like the vibe of the community. I embody these kind of whatever. And then as a side quest, you have all of the benefits of, not the benefits, you have the products you can buy from the community and all of the digital goods that they can create so that they can maintain the team or, pay the team back of that community that is being built. And I was thinking, well, with TEs, I can do that in an automatic way if I get to create a playbook for them to launch anything in Web3 related to their community. But they don't even need to trust me with their access to their whatever community takedown points that they have, and users and TEs would come in that side. That's where I was coming from for TEs. And since I'm focusing currently in consumer apps that I just mentioned, TEs give me the a safe edge that if we would do crazy things on the consumer side with the user's data, there would still be an extremely good base of security for those data, and you could prove them right for a specific timeline. Not like for forever, or not like this is the way that we are doing it, but the actual first goal is to work on the consumer side of things to create value on that end, and then protect that value with specific designs and policies and whatnot. But yeah. I'm gonna play some background music, some lo-fi music. Even though for ZK, for some reason lately I've been getting into the mindset that I can learn anything I want to, so yeah, it's just I'm figuring out the format for me to use that knowledge and to put it out in the world, and how can I collect many points in one, not just like, yeah, but definitely writing and being active and pushing things out is it's one of the main ways. But I want to not just, definitely I want to write, but I also want to build. So it's somewhere in between. Can't find my phone. Oh. I would like to know what's happening in the, what's something that's happening in the ZK space that is extremely interesting, other than what we have seen before, that I might have missed out. I think I have that dog on my iPad. I found it. I found the book. It's called Why and How ZK Snark Works, Definitive Explanation. And it's a series of Medium blogs, but it's put together in a like in a paper type of thing. So it starts from non-interactive zero knowledge of a polynomial, general purpose zero knowledge proofs, and it has only those. Well, it's the medium of a proof, but I just excluded that. And then the other two are basically oh, I could read this now. How can I? Nice. Yes. Well, I figured about this last year. That's nice. have not posted on Instagram. Hello, Yasin. Give it a go. Mirmanjais. Kuyutusku?
Kanske yerine.
Ah. Someone just sent me a message on Instagram saying ending your editing with "and" is either poor editing or you got distracted. And I'm like, no, I just wanted to end it there because I didn't know where, when. Come on. Mum kryta të 10 minuta nëse dën me mbrit. Me sku bashk. Ti shtus. S'ka, unë me skuat që se mos po buhet ma një ma vonë. Mos po më lidhe një që njerës. Hajt. Okay. Oh my god. Outlier, yeah. Okay. I'm done with the first 55 minutes. Hello, Javier. I just saw your message. And Yasin. I was focusing. You woke up late. That's great. That's good for you. I woke up around once at 6:30 and then at 7:58. And then I rushed so fast to get ready. And I think I started by 8:20 or something. So it's been an hour. I'm doing good. I'll travel this weekend, so I'll go after this stream now. I'll go with my sister. We are going to the south of Portugal, and I can't wait. Let me see, layer 2 solutions, special ZK rollups. How do you evaluate long-term scalability and long-term compliance impacts of keeping data availability? On-chain versus off-chain. How do you evaluate wow, what a question. How do you evaluate the long-term scalability and regulatory compliance? Well, I'm not a lawyer for regulatory compliance. In particular, do you expect a consolidation in layer 2 data? The data structure available following the IP 4844. Oh my god, it's been such a long time. The ZK infrastructure is getting so much better every few months. That's what I know. And then for the long-term scalability, how do you evaluate, especially when it comes to off-chain versus on-chain data processing? Long-term scalability in those two aspects. It all depends on the use cases. If someone wouldn't need to have to kind of process extremely huge, large data on a ZK infra rollup, I'm sure there would be other solutions to give them what they need. And if they would want and need some ZK processing in their infra, then they might want to do some, take some and give some when it comes to advantages. But yeah, some people say everything will run on ZK proofs. Some people say you don't really need that. It depends on the use case. You might need for a specific time in a specific environment, blah, blah. It all depends on the use cases. And then for the EIP for 844, I'm not sure. What do you expect the consolidation in layer 2 data availability architectures? I'm not sure for that. I guess, I hope my answer was enough for your question. Thank you, Javier. I appreciate it. I'm definitely gonna be away from all of my socials, and but I'm sure I'm gonna come back and yeah. Tomorrow I'm gonna take off the day for live streaming, just so you know, and I will come back on Monday. Have a great weekend. Since you have started your weekend yesterday, that's great. Talk to you on Monday. Bye.